Hey y'all, Jaeger here, back again with another War video. Sorry for a bit of a break here. I wasn't able to get up War 9 and War 10 I wasn't able to put commentary on. Was traveling back from my crazy period at work here, but back home, so should be back on the consistent schedule getting these uploaded. Today, you can see by the length of this video, 5 fights, but they go pretty quick. So here we have Leader versus Gentle, and Leader's just going to dominate today. I think I was very impressed. You're going to see one of the fights coming up is against Sasquatch. And if you knew anything about the Big Thing season, Leader cannot heal reverse Sasquatch, and that fight still goes insanely fast. So I think you guys will be pretty impressed. But here we go. Been a frustrating past couple of wars. I disconnected from fights on the loading screen twice, and they both ended up being close. So really just overall infuriating experience and pretty disappointing. So took some extra measures today just to make 100% sure that wasn't going to happen again. But here we go, taking this Gentle down. Just have to watch the unstoppable counter. The special one only has 4 hits there, so not like it's a crazy amount. But yeah, able to just stay aggressive, stay on top of him. Here we go, got him down to 1, parry, boom. The Spectre being on the first hit, the first light attack is very nice. For scenarios like this, able to keep those up and yeah, just melting. Super cool. This is the only one fight here where I could really cheese. The next one has Indomitable, then it's a Sasquatch, and then Thing. I guess I did cheese the Thing a little bit, but yeah, basically 5 fights, 2 leader fights that you could cheese, 2 leader fights you can't, and then 1 Cyclops fight actually. So a surprise guest appearance from our buddy Scott. So here we go. We have long shot coming up here with Indomitable. You can see I briefly forget and I throw my special 1 and then I'm like, oh yeah, duh, he has Indomitable. But we were able to get back to special 3 pretty quick. So this fight actually could have been a good bit faster, but yeah, not really a huge threat here at all. So you'll see I basically like throw the special 1, activate 1 regen, and then remember, oh yeah, don't need to worry about that. But yeah, the cool thing about this fight is that Leader's severe debuffs will put Masochism on cooldown, and then you can see that it's on cooldown now, but it won't actually trigger the regen. So pretty nice there, because it's basically no threat of him going unblockable ever, unless I parry like that, because like I said, I was going to try and regen reverse, and then I realized, oh yeah, I can't do that. I think the special 1 there, not really entirely sure why, but yeah, throws a special 2. He's not in pure light form, so nothing to worry about there. And then I remember, and I just get back to my special 3, and that's it. So gonna be pretty quick fight overall. Just takes a second for me to get back to that special 3, but yeah, pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Leader. He's definitely in the running for one of my next Science rank 4s for sure. I think he's just super fun. I love the design. And you guys are going to see here that even in scenarios where you can't regen reverse, like the one we're in right now, he just has a lot of application and he's just quite strong. So especially if I hadn't thrown that special 1, like we would have thrown the special 3 by now and the fight would have been done. So just overall pretty cool. You're going to see I'm going to dance around a second here once I get to the special 3, just to wait until the door opens up. And I could have had more debuffs up to get a little bit more fury, a little more juice on the degen there. But yeah, pretty straightforward overall. I'm going to throw the special 3. Boom, laser beam. And it's a pretty chunky degen that you put on him. So you can see there about 5,600 damage a second. And this is, about 11,000 damage per second. And yeah, that's pretty solid. It's not a short debuff either. So pretty cool stuff, especially if you came over the door with the extra degen ticking from that. Just a fun play style and a cool champ. Here we go. Here's the Sasquatch fight. I do believe this is a rank 4. It is a rank 4. So it's actually 700k health. I thought it was initially 650. But yeah, about 700,000 health. And this has use it or lose it. And Leader's going to take this fight down in about a minute. So pretty insane stuff if I do say so myself. I started with the Power Start 1 here just to make sure I can get the special 1 or special 3 through use it or lose it. But yeah, we can basically ignore strike counter here because it's not increasing his regen rate. It's actually increasing his regen potency. So you do want vitalities on the opponent as Leader because that means that you're increasing the amount of regen that they're actually regenning, not the regen rate. So you can see like the willpower here is actually being reversed pretty heavily because of the vitality. I actually didn't even notice that when I was in the middle of the fight. I just kind of assumed that would turn off. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff there. So here we go. We got our special 3 going. So yeah, the vitality effects that you get from this node are actually the ones that he places on the special 1. So you want them on the opponent. You can see now, like, the willpower is taking him down. I actually had no idea. That makes sense why this was so fast now. But yeah, crazy stuff either way. Like, this is just willpower, and then with those 16 vitalities, like, you can see how crazy that regen reversal gets. So pretty awesome stuff from Leader once again. Just such a sick champ overall. This next fight, blink if you'll miss it. Blink and you will miss it. Sorry, I can't talk today. My Power Start 1 carried over because Leader went so fast. You can see I apply my Odin here, and then I back out and jump right back in just to make sure that it applied. I saw the little symbol, but I got burned by that once. I'm not going to let that happen again. And yeah, pretty interesting placement for Lumitrix here, but Cyclops is more than equipped to handle this. You can see I was just waiting at the loading screen. I'm literally just paranoid that I was going to disconnect again. It was very frustrating, but was able to get through this war with no disconnect, so that was incredibly helpful. And you can see here, just letting him hit into my block a little bit. He's stun immune. And just, yeah, building up those precisions. And you guys are going to see as soon as we get our special 3 or special 2 on deck, fight's done. So yeah, here we go. I put on like a 150% power back. And yeah, just absolute obliteration is the best way to put this. Boom, boom. Here we go, special 1. And he's dead. And we had another one coming after that too. So pretty sweet fight, 32 seconds, easy peasy. And last fight of the war here, we have some more regen reversal cheese with Thing. So overall, pretty straightforward war. Leader was able to just smoke quite a few fights there with the greatest of ease. So here we go, Thing, pretty chunky. Even doing the regen reversal, it takes a bit to get him down. 500k health there, so I think it was a rank 3. But either way, pretty straightforward. I've taken Thing with Leader on a couple different nodes now. Where you can heal reverse him. You can see, just going to make sure we get our debuffs up, and once that happens, we're good. I'm going to get rooted once and eat like 6 heavy attacks, but Leader is just ridiculously tanky, so it doesn't really... You can see I'm like dodging, even with the crit there, only about 9,000. So yeah, I mean, 8, what was that, like 3 heavies, and then only took off about 15% of my health. Not too bad. Not too bad. It did push me to my special 2, which was unfortunate. So this fight did take a little bit longer than it otherwise could have. Good thing it's the heavy there, but we had that ready to go. So we can get another Spectre up. Boom. Boom. And we can throw our special 1. Yep. So, again, pretty straightforward. Again, sorry about the last couple wars, but should be able to be more consistent now. It was a pretty crazy couple weeks for me, but happy to be back. And thank you guys for sticking around, and thanks for watching. Leader is awesome, and hopefully if you guys have him, you give him a shot.